Now, as much as I do like both the focus and power prolonger skills, I think a better match for the Glavenus set would have been the protective polish. I know it may seem redundant with the handicraft skill as well, but it did initially come with the Glavenus set on Monster Hunter Generations, and it fits with how the Glavenus sharpens its tail with its teeth, while the Odo Garen walks around with a piece of meat in its mouth. Perhaps I should have put in the Tenderizer skill on the Odo Garen set and given the protective polish to the Glavenus set. They could have done something where maybe you needed to have 5 pieces of the Glavenus set or something to that effect. Anyway, Capcom, if this message ever reaches you, you can still fix this. Bring back the Deviant Hellblade Glavenus and have protective polish be a part of that set. You know what? Just bring back all the Deviants. And it definitely got my brain burning with a thought. As I wrapped up last week's video, I mentioned how I wanted the Deviant monsters introduced in Monster Hunter Generations to come to Monster Hunter World. The Raging Brachydios definitely had a deviant feel to it, and now I'm convinced Capcom can easily deliver on giving us epic deviant hunts in Monster Hunter World. And another example I can think of that I really liked was the Dread Queen Raytheon. If she caught you with that tail, you had seconds before you died to that poison. And before I carry on about the status damage, I just really want to point out, and I'm going to, this is a video I have planned, the missed opportunities of Monster Hunter World. This is one of them. I'll get into more later, but the fact that they didn't bring the Deviants to World kind of disappointed me a little bit. But anyway, like I said, I got another video for that coming out in the future. Let's go ahead and carry on again. This should be the last time I bring this up. I mean, I don't know, I could see myself probably doing it again in another video, but on the 14th episode of Missed Opportunities of Monster Hunter World Iceborne, I'm bringing it up again. How I thought that Capcom should have brought the Deviants from Monster Hunter Generations and Generations Ultimate to Monster Hunter World Iceborne, or a Deviant-like hunt, and how they presented it. It's similar to how they presented it with the Raging Brachydios, because the Raging Brachydios is not a Deviant, but the way they made that hunt so different from the original Raging Brachydios, or regular Brachydios, is what I thought they should have done with some other monsters. I mean, at a bare minimum, at least the flagship monsters, like, you know, that were on the covers of previous games, like the Tigrex or Nargacuga, definitely Rathalos, that they should have given them more unique, like I said, like how the Raging Brachydios I mentioned in previous videos, how the Raging Brachydios was an extremely unique hunt, and how they boxed you in. You know, I really thought they could have done something different. Like maybe the Rathalos put you on the top of this one point, and you just get locked into this, you know, really high point, or something. Anything would have been cool. Anything would have been cool. I mean, I was a big fan of the Deviant hunts. I mean, they could have brought it to World with all of the levels that they had in Generations and Generations Ultimate. But I definitely would have welcomed more unique monsters or versions of, you know, existing monsters. And this is going to tie into something else I thought, which is why I still think what I like to see, and I mentioned this also in a previous video, or we mentioned this, is that Monster Hunter should go the way of live service. And I don't mean like a battle pass, but basically where they can keep expanding on one game and keep giving us upgrades and updates with more new monsters to hunt, more new armors and weapons, all of it. Not to make a proof of point like I'm right, but I made a video several months back where I was like, well, I'm going to stop playing Monster Hunter as much as I'm trying to focus on other games. And yeah, I've tried a handful of games, and the one I've put probably the most time into is Nier Automata. But I've basically tripled down since then. I am now playing 3 Monster Hunter games right now during this period of time. I am playing Monster Hunter Rise, I am playing Monster Hunter World still, and I am still playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I am playing 3 Monster Hunter games. So if Capcom, if you get this, could you please just make one gigantic Monster Hunter game that will last for the ages? And you can start throwing all the Deviants and every other monster into the planet that we can play. I know this shit, like that's kind of what Frontier was, right? But I never had a PC. I mean, I don't have a PC. I'm not part of the master race, right? So in the future, please make Monster Hunter something that lasts more than just 2 expansions and give us a ton of stuff to just keep going. But yeah, the biggest point is I still felt like that Monster Hunter World Iceborne could have used a lot more unique hunts like the Raging Brachydios.